Hi, I'm Tony Constantine, an investment advisor representative with Lifemark Securities Corp. This week, I want to talk about looking forward for returns and valuations. See, valuations are extremely helpful when we go to invest money. You don't want to overpay, and you're hoping to get a good deal when you do go to buy. Which reminds me, a few years ago, 2017, 18, 19, there was a mantra out there in the marketplace about using index funds. It's easy and it's cheap, so they said. Just take your money and put it into an index fund and forget it. Okay? Because the market's going up and it's going to go up and up and up. Well, around the first of this year, the market stopped going up and started going in the other direction. And now it's kind of tough to make money out there in the stock market. So let's take a look at index investing because it's been quite popular. It's been in trade magazines and the whole bit. So let's assume that the average person that's got a 401k or a 403b decides they're going to do it the easy way and the cheap way and invest in the S&P 500 index. And the average person contributing to a 403b or a 401k puts in about $300 a month. Now, I think I heard somewhere that there are probably 79 million people who contribute to 403bs and 401ks. But let's assume for a minute that we only have 1 million people who heard about this and decided to do it. So what does that mean? It means that each month, 1 million people take $300 apiece and put it into the S&P 500 index fund. Okay? Now that's $300 million a month. $300 by 1 million people, that's 300 million. At the end of the year, they have put in $3,600,000,000. Now, I've got some questions to ask you. I know my math is correct there. I don't know if the numbers are right, but I know that the math is correct. If this is the case, the S&P 500 index is worth $3,600,000,000 more today than it was a year ago. Has its production increased? No. Okay. Has its profitability increased? No, that wasn't in the equation. So it's still making the same dollar a share that it made a year ago, but it's worth $3,600,000,000 more today than it was a year ago. Does that sound like a good investment to you? The valuation, usually you compare some type of value to some type of value. The value of the company hasn't increased. It's still a dollar a share. It's just that the shares are more expensive today. Now, the value of a share is what somebody is willing to pay for that share. But is that the way to value the company? And when you invest in the company, are you trying to buy the most expensive shares you can get? Or are you trying to get the best, lowest cost per share that you can get. Think about that. Because I don't think index investing is all that cheap. It certainly is easy, but I don't think it's cheap. If you think it's cheap, how much money have those people lost so far this year? But then, granted, they're losing it very cheaply. No, that doesn't make sense, does it? Not at all. Think before you leap. If you have any questions or comments, feel free to email or even call me. Come back next week for our next exciting adventure. Until then, make every day a great day.